guys, welcome. Today we are going to talk about how to customize your experience in Google Chrome. So there's lots of settings and add-ons and things to make life a little bit easier. Today we're going to focus in specifically on things that are built right into Google Chrome that can make your life a little bit easier and that you can pass along to your students. Let's get started. Welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about customizing the Chrome web browser. Now, obviously on our channel, we talk a lot about extensions and ways to increase the usefulness and features of Google Chrome with those. Today, we're just going to talk about some built-in features. So the very first thing that we're going to do is turn on our Bookmarks bar. In order to do this, we're going to go to the three dots on the right-hand side. We are going to go to Bookmarks, and we're going to click on Show Bookmarks Bar. The reason that we're going to do this is this bar is a great place to store things that you might want to use frequently, or for students to keep track of things they want to use frequently. So for example, let's say that there's a particularly great frog website that we use. I'm going to try to find one here. Okay, so we use Live Science a lot. Okay. So Live Science is a website that we use a lot in class. If I would like to save this website so my students can find it easier, I'm simply going to have them go up to the star and click on it. And now normally when you click done, you're going to see across the top of the page this whole big thing that says facts about frogs. So the next time I want to add something, if we go to TED Talks, and we want to add that to the Bookmarks bar. Again, we're going to click the little star and click done. You're going to see across the top of the page that very quickly my Bookmarks bar is filling up. Now, what we can do about that, if I go to a bookmark, for example, TED Talks, and I right click on this, I can go down to where it says edit, and it will allow me to change the name of this bookmark. So it's currently TED Talks. However, the little symbol here, TED, is pretty recognizable. So I don't really need the name. I'm going to actually go ahead and completely delete that and click Save. What that's going to do then is get rid of all of the wording and just give me the symbol for TED Talks. I'm going to do the same thing with this frog web page. So again, I'm going to right click, I'm going to scroll to where it says edit. And this time I don't really need that whole name. I'm just going to say this is the frog site and go ahead and click save. So in that way, you can put many more bookmarks across the top of the page. This can be handy both for yourself and your students, because you can go ahead and put math websites or textbooks across the top of the screen where it's easy for them to get at instead of having to click further into bookmarks. The next thing that you can do is go ahead and pin tabs. So I'm going to open up my Gmail, and perhaps I'm also going to go in and I'm going to open up my Google Drive and maybe my calendar. So every day when I get on the computer, the first thing that I'm going to do is have my students open up their email and their calendar. Okay, so this is in my classroom. This is what I've decided as a teacher. Then maybe I'm going to have my students open up their email and their calendar every morning because I want to make sure that they are checking their calendar for upcoming assignments and their email for any communications. Now, I could have them come in and open those every morning. However, another thing that we can do is go ahead to this top tab. Okay, we're going to go to the inbox. Again, I'm going to right click, and this time I'm going to go down to where it says pin. When I click on that, that tab is going to suddenly get very small, and it's going to pin itself to the left-hand side of my bar. I'm going to do the same thing with calendar. Again, right click, click on pin, and now it's going to stay over here. Now, every time that I open this Chrome web browser, my email and my calendar are automatically going to open and stay pinned over on the left-hand side. So in this way, you can have students keep track of certain pages that will always be there for them over on the left-hand side of their tabs. The next thing that we're going to look at are a few settings for visual tools and the way that your browser actually looks to you. So again, we're going to go over to those three dots. I'm going to click on them. We're going to go down to where it says Settings. And once we are in Settings, we can go to where it says Appearance. Once we are under Appearance, there are themes that can be changed. But more importantly, I want you to look down to where it says Font Size. If I want to make my font larger, I can go ahead and click on Large or Very Large. This is really beneficial for students that you may work with who struggle with vision. So I can go ahead and click Very Large, and my font on my screen is automatically going to be larger. I also can zoom my page in if I have a student who needs to zoom in to be able to see it even larger than that enlarged font. Once these changes are made, it will stay with this Chrome account. So every time that your student logs in with their Chrome account, they are going to automatically have the larger font and the page zoom set up the way that they like.